I was thinking earlier about one of my favorite expressions, which has served me so well throughout my life and been such a great help for people that I've been working with, getting them to open up and be who they really are. And this expression is, tell your truth as fast as you can. And when I was sitting thinking about this, because there are all sorts of things going on around the planet right now with truths being exposed, incredibly horrible truths in some cases, which are shocking everybody. And there's still so much more to come. But when I was thinking about this, I thought about when I was asked to do jury duty. Never thought I would ever be called up for that. And I was called up for jury service in England. And the person who was being accused was a man who had changed a gun which he could legally own, but made it into a completely different weapon that could kill people and was pretty lethal. And when he appeared in the dock, it was God, for me it was horrendous. I'll never forget it. I still see his face because he was so full of guilt and I can't even name them, but it was the fact that he was still saying he wasn't owning it, and his whole auric field, I couldn't look at him during the trial, and it went over a period of days, and I just couldn't, and I couldn't, all I knew was there was this horrible, sticky, corrupt energy. And because I worked already as an intuitive when this happened, I'd worked as an intuitive for decades when this happened. But I don't think people realize this, that, when we make mistakes, when we own them and we do the right thing to sort them out, that does not occur in our energy field. But when we don't own it, and we carry on building layer after layer of untruths, ignorance. The word ignorant is a very interesting one. Not many people use this in the right way, but what it means is ignoring the truth. To ignore, ignorant, is ignoring the truth. And for all those people out there who are still buried in untruths and inauthenticity, not being their authentic selves, you could spot you a mile away. You can't walk down a street without anybody thinking, may not even know why they thought that and they walked away from you. But it's like that. And the more you lie, the more you don't own the truth, the worse it gets for you. And it's so easy just to own what you did. And throughout the ages, we've seen this with great leaders and people who have owned it. Not people. I mean, think about Clinton when he said, what was it he said? I did not have sexual intercourse with that woman, or I did not have sexual relations, thinking that what he did have that was the truth for him, Anyway, we won't go it. That's so mucky. It's unbelievable. But, just owning it and saying, oh, my God, yeah, I own that. And I'm so sorry I did that to that young woman because I was the leader over her and I shouldn't have done it, blah, blah, blah. And that changes your energy field. I mean, yes, go and pay your dues. If you're owed to go and pay a fine or even go to prison, go do it, because if you've done the deed, then you need to have the treatment that as our society, it is deemed to be there. But many untruths are much smaller than that. But they grow, don't they, over time? I know of a case right now which is growing huge. And And the person still hasn't told the truth. And it's kind of crazy, but we see that across the world. And this is Pluto in Aquarius for 20 years. There's no getting out of this. It's not going to hide you. Your energy field never hides you. We all feel it, you know. We don't want to see this person who's full of lies and deceit, blaming others, the victim, you know. It's a slimy, mucky energy. Think about all this. Bye for now.